back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the next unit reveal here for Global Dokkan. They tweeted out LR Future Gohan and Trunks. Definitely a very powerful unit. Who's going to be coming to Global in a couple of days here. The data download should be pretty soon. And then of course, the unit will release in a couple of days. Now, one I guess quick thing I should point out here is that on JP, this Future Gohan banner, it was a double rates banner. But then Global made the Hit and God Goku banner double rates, which was not a double rates banner. Dude, these ads, it's just driving me crazy now. It's just like it just auto scrolls the page all over. Ah! All right, anyway, it's this one right here. So I don't know if this is going to be a double rates banner or just a normal banner, right? Like there's no way to know, right? Like what this is going to be. I very easily could see this banner. Here, this one. I very easily could see this banner for Global being double rates again. Like I really could. Like I don't know. It could be either yellow or blue. Global a lot of times sort of does do like big time global advantage stuff like that here and there, right? Like that's exactly a Global type thing. Is they would make this banner, which you guys probably shouldn't summon on, like 0% chance for this unit. They'd make this double rates to entice people to try and summon, but it is essentially just bait. I mean, just take a look at this unit listing right here. Let me tell you all of the units. Let me tell you guys all the units I use currently, right? So among this banner, the LR is definitely very good. Future Gohan and Trunks. I am not a fan of the physical androids. This guy is okay, but then like all the rest of this outside of him is just all shit. Literally, this unit has got like 3 usable units featured, right? The physical androids will be crazy in the future when they EZA, but so I would just like people to understand that, right? To keep that in mind, that this banner is just so bad. You cannot summon on this banner. It's terrible. I think also it's very important that Global players, I don't think you guys should summon until one of the new types of leader skills arrives on Global. I'm not necessarily saying summon on nothing until the 7th anniversary, but at least wait until a 200% leader skill. I think there's a very good chance Global could get one of those for Saiyan Day on March 18th. But I think any summons you do before March 18th, you're doing yourself a disservice. You really do want to get your hands on a 200% leader skill as quickly as possible. So I think saving until one of those arrives on Global, again, it could very easily be March. Dragon Ball Super Superhero comes out at the end of April. Maybe Global gets it at the same time. It's certainly possible. Maybe those characters will have a 200% leader skill. So definitely you don't want to summon on this banner. Now, Future Gohan and Trunks, right? I see a lot of people like putting this unit in discussion for top 10 units in the game. I really don't think I agree with that. Just because this character right here, the Gohan and Trunks version, they're really not that impressive to me. I find this unit right here they're good. You know, they could definitely get like good defense and stuff like that if you're lucky with key orbs. The problem with this unit lies in their passive, right? So this character does not get key from their passive, right? This is, I can't think of like another LR really. I mean, I guess the 7-year anniversary LRs, but like they're getting huge extra amounts of key per orb, right? This unit doesn't get extra key per orb. You're just designed to get a bunch of AGL orbs with them. They create AGL orbs, but if you guys use these types of characters a lot, Physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is one that's similar, you're not guaranteed to get a bunch of AGL key spheres every turn. Rainbow key spheres is just a much more effective mechanic because it's linking all these different paths together, whereas if you're creating a solid type of key sphere, you've only got the one, type of key sphere to sort of like go down a path, right? Now, as far as I found this character, as long as you can hit their 18 key super attack defensively, they're very good. I'm going to do a video Honestly, I probably will just do it today. Gohan and Trunks versus the Ultimate Red Zone. We'll test out how good they're going to be. I think even in some of the more difficult phases in the Ultimate Red Zone, the Gohan and Trunks version would be okay, provided you get the 5 AGL key spheres, right? So what you'd have is you'd have 16% damage reduction because you get 8% damage reduction on 5 key spheres, another 8 with 5 AGL key spheres, and you're greatly raising the defense right there. If you can get your 8 orbs, you get the guaranteed additional, so then you're getting 50% defense plus 30% defense. And then before you know it, defensively, they're at a huge number, right? Which can be very good. Offensively, this unit is pretty mid, though. They're doing very unimpressive damage, really until you exchange into LR Future Gohan, right? Although if you get the guaranteed additional, then their damage will become pretty good, right? So it's like this unit is just not good enough, right? This part is not good enough for me to really put them. Like I would probably say I like LR Janemba better because he's just better defensively. You know, I would say this unit is better offensively than LR Janemba, but I still would probably argue LR Janemba is the best defensive unit in the game, even with the 7th year anniversary LRs. Although I guess to be fair, I haven't used LR Janemba in the Ultimate Red Zone yet. Although I think the units around him would hurt more so than anything in that event, right? Okay, so their link set is fine, right? You've got Saiyan Lineage, you have Prepare for Battle, you have Dismal Future. Like, I feel like the link set does work for the teams you're going to run them on. But another reason I really think this is a terrible unit to summon for is that it's like, dude, you're buffing like Hybrids, Future, Bondamaster, Disciple, Android, Cell Saga. These are teams that like have just been getting consistent buffs for months and months and months. So you're not really buffing like some small niche team besides like Powerful Comeback and All Out Struggle, I guess. Because Connected Hope is I think getting pretty good. I guess really it's All Out Struggle. This might be the best unit on All Out Struggle, right? No, I think Evolution Blue Vegeta is better. Goku and Frieza are probably better as well. Probably. Yeah, okay. They're definitely needed for this team. Oh yeah. This team is quite bad. Because like this unit can be better, but not with the characters on this team. No way, dude. Okay, so we have this Gohan. On turn 3, if your HP is below 58%, you can exchange into this guy. I've found that this unit is ridiculously good as soon as you can exchange into this guy. You guys know I am so eager to say like, oh, it's inconsistent to get the revive off and stuff like that. I have found it to be pretty easy to then die with this guy and revive, right? So if you guys are not aware, the way this guy works, the revive only works for him, right? Future Gohan has to be the one to die. No one else on rotation. It's got to be Future Gohan. Once he dies, he comes back with permanent 5 key, 58% defense, and 58% damage reduction. He's ridiculously powerful. Again, we're going to take him into the Ultimate Red Zone, and I want to see how effective this guy can be. The only thing is, I have to use him against Baby, because I feel like some of those Ultimate Red Zone fights, like, might not be long enough to potentially see future. I don't know. Because the way a lot of the Ultimate Red Zone fights work is the first turn is usually not that bad, like the minions and stuff like that. Like the first phases are really not that bad in Ultimate Red Zone, but then it really ramps up. So it could be difficult, I think, for Future Gohan to sustain a lot of damage early, exchange, revive, and then you have him, right? Because remember, it's like, you could revive with this guy, and then the next turn you're finishing the battle off. But this guy is insane, right? When he does exchange, he has no defense. It is good design so that it's easy to get him killed. He also does give you a scouter. So the way it works, right, is in order to exchange, you have to be below 58% HP. But then this Future Gohan has a scouter under 58% HP. So it's designed in a fashion to where you use the active skill, you exchange, you take a look at the turn, and you could say, oh, no super attack? I will not exchange with Future Gohan here. You reset the app and let the turn play out. Or you could just go. Because if you're in really difficult content, this guy's taking 100k plus easily per hit. Because he has no defense. Look at his entire kit. He gets no defense whatsoever until he revives. When he first comes out, what I have highlighted is what he does. And then he gets a huge amount of defensive ability once he actually does get the revive off. But One thing is, I really do think people do underrate revives. Roshi, Evolution Blue Vegeta, UI Goku, this guy, the Exchange Goku and Vegeta. Revive is a ridiculously powerful mechanic, especially in content like the Ultimate Red Zone, which is so tough. So I do think that this guy is really good. I just think that the beginning portion of the unit holds them back a little bit. And again, when I've used this character in difficult content where I do want to revive and stuff like that, I really have not found issues doing so. Right? Like, it's like, okay, I need to get the revive in order to no item this or win or something like that. I'm usually able to do it pretty easily, pretty handily. So, I am gonna, again, probably take him into the Ultimate Red Zone today. One thing that could have helped this unit out is if they had Cold Judgment before they exchange. That could be good. Instead of Infighter. Infighter is not the greatest. Yeah, but there's LR Future Gohan, again, a very good unit. Oh, one thing that is good is he does have a solid leader skill, although, to be fair, now, it's like, again, we have characters that have 200% leader skills. So you look at Future Gohan and it's 150%, and it's certainly not the craziest, right? But, at least it's two legitimate leader skill buffs to two actual category teams, so they are a good leader. Overall, the unit is good, but I don't know that I would put him top 10, right? Like, I like Broly better, the Goku and Vegeta exchange unit better, I like LR Janemba better, I think Hidden God Goku is 80 times better than this unit, right? Like, this is good, but there's flaws here, for sure. Now, the other thing that should drop with this LR is Physical Future Gohan's EZA. This guy's really, really good. I'll probably do a video, just focusing on him in the Ultimate Red Zone as well, because again, this guy can be very effective. And some of the fights could potentially go a little bit longer. This guy will dominate Baby. I think Baby right now in the Ultimate Red Zone is probably the hardest boss in the game. Future Gohan will absolutely obliterate that fight. Like, he will make it mincemeat out of that fight. This guy will. So that really, I think, helps this guy. Like as, new difficult content comes out that becomes like some of the hardest content in the game, remember, we do then need to reevaluate characters who are dominant in that content. And, Physical Future Gohan, I think in a lot of these Ultimate Red Zone fights, he should perform pretty well. The only thing is you do have to have like a Future Saga Trunks around. But the good news is, again, we just got 70 of those, right? Although this guy is better than most of those Future Trunkses, probably. Let me take a look at them, because you certainly do have the AGL Trunks, who, I mean, I don't know if I want to say he's underrated, this guy, because I talk about him constantly about how good he is, but that AGL Trunks is a god. He is so powerful. This guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. The Super Trunks just really aren't the craziest. Remember that this guy right here is quite good. I'm not really a big fan of him. I'm waiting on this guy's EZA. His EZA is going to be so crazy. It's probably going to be a ways off, though. Those are the only Future Trunkses, huh? Yeah, the only Future Trunks I would say is outright better than that EZA Future Gohan actually is just this one right here, this guy. Yeah, but these should be the units. Now, there are a bunch of other things that sort of get released, right? Like, these EZAs will probably come pretty soon. Pinich, Tekka, and, I guess it's Yamhan now, right? Even though it doesn't even make sense, because in, like, the dub, like, he's called Tien on Global Dokkan, not Ten Shinhan. So the Han makes, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, they don't even think about it sometimes. They're not actually putting thought into it, right? Yeah, these characters, I think all these guys, right, and like these EZAs, not the Buu Saga EZAs are definitely coming with Goku and Kid Buu, probably in May or April for Global, probably May for Global, right? But these guys, again, Pinich, Tekka, and Yamhan, I guess I might as well start calling him since that's his global name. These guys will probably come pretty soon, and I could see these guys coming soon as well. This is a better batch of Fusion EZAs, by the way. Janembu is crazy. Cooliza is very, very good. Celza is solid. Weirus is really good. Chowman is solid. And, like a bunch of these characters are actually pretty good, right? So, let me know what you guys think of the, content coming to Global. Again, it should be LR Future Gohan and Trunks. I think Physical Future Gohan, and I would not be surprised if these three got their EZA as well. These three. I believe there also is, what is it, the Join Forces Super Battle Road stage, I think is dropping on Global as well. Here, let me just flip over to the Global news. Yeah, Join Forces. Join Forces, I don't think will really be that bad, right? There's been a lot of Join Forces had a crazy 2021, a lot of very powerful characters added in there. So let me know what you guys think of LR Future Gohan and Trunks. Again, very good, but I do think global players would be far better suited, saving and summoning, not necessarily for 7th anniversary again, but specifically you want to go for a 200% leader skill. I think it is imperative that you pull a 200% leader. So wait to summon for characters on Global until a 200% leader shows up, right? So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.